We were traveling and stopped in a ratty old town and got a room in their ratty old hotel. It was more stale than scary. I was so tired I couldn't even bring myself to watch TV. I lay atop the blankets because I'm always wary of covering myself with hotel blankets. It's like crawling into a used human cocoon. I fell asleep fast though. My wife, evidently, did not. A few hours or so later, I don't really know how long, I woke up to her fussing around in the bathroom. Afterward, she left the room. She closed the door gently so as not to wake me. I figured she was grabbing something from the car, but 30 minutes passed and she still hadn't returned. I was starting to get worried and annoyed. I had to drive another 7 hours in the morning. I turned on the light. There was a low hum of the vents, but it was otherwise silent. Her phone and the room key were missing, but the car keys were still there. So she hadn't left the building, or if she had, she went on foot. But where would she even go? I called her, and she didn't answer. I texted her, but it read, "Lucy, beloved wife, has silenced her notifications." I opened the door, and the electronic mechanism made its sound. I peered down the hallway, and there was no one on either side. Now the irritation was crawling up my skin. How selfish of her. Didn't she know I had to drive in the morning? Didn't she consider that? I found her in the lobby on the phone. She had hot tea in a paper cup. I said, "Lucy, Lucy," in a whisper hiss. She jumped. Oh, hi. What the hell are you doing? I'm talking with my sister. Why didn't you answer your phone? She took the phone away from her head and looked at it. Babe, sorry, I have my notifications silenced. I couldn't sleep and I didn't want to wake you. Well, you woke me. Would it have been that hard just to send me a text? What was I supposed to think? I thought you were asleep. Well, I wasn't. You know I have to drive 7 hours tomorrow, right? Yes, babe, I'm sorry. I stormed back into the room, turned off the lights, and just laid there, fuming. Just go to sleep, I told myself. Just let it go. When I get all fired up, it's difficult for me to fall back asleep. Our argument continued in my head. How could you be so selfish? Now I'm going to be sleep deprived, which is dangerous. The whole ride there. 7 hours of driving without enough sleep. Could she for once in her life consider me? Then the door opened. She was back. She left the lights off and slipped into bed with me. I tried to resist saying something, and I managed to for a couple minutes. But then I said, "You know, this is kind of selfish of you, right?" "Whatever, Dave," she said. "Wow. Whatever. Wow." Then there was silence. Again. I tried to bite my tongue. I said, "You really aren't going to say anything? Not even sorry?" "I already said sorry." "No, you didn't." "Yeah, I did." "No, you didn't." Whatever. Well, considering how hard it is for you to just say it, I doubt that you actually did. Maybe you can just stop being a little whiny baby about it? That wasn't something she would normally say, and it made me even angrier. She's the one throwing insults? Her. When she was the one at fault, a beat of fury was pumping in my wrist. "You've got to be kidding me," I said. "I'm not being a whiny baby. I need enough sleep so I can drive. Do you want to drive?" "No," she said. "You'll drive me." What the fuck is wrong with you? I married a useless man who cries like a little baby when he's tired. I was so livid, I was nearly speechless. Unless, I asked her, unless maybe you should reconsider that. She did. "You're right," she said. "You are useful sometimes for doing my bidding, like driving me tomorrow, to wherever it is we're going." Pathetic, perhaps, is the better word. Now I was speechless. This was unlike her, she continued. "Do you think I actually think you're a good writer? Are you under the impression that your parents do? Somehow, you're holding this dream that you'll one day be discovered, that you're deeply talented, but just in the early days of your career. Please, everyone is lying to you. What the fuck is wrong with you?" I turned on the light. She was already looking at me with this terrible smile on her face. She said, "I can't even get through one of your stories. They're so bad. I wonder if you'll die still convinced that you're smart and talented." It was here that I noticed her teeth. They were black. I thought it was just the lighting, but then something else wasn't quite right. Something was wrong with her skin, like it was falling from the muscle, droopy and gray. She kept on smiling. Then her right eye went wonky. It fell to the side like it was dead. She positioned it back into place with her finger. This was not my wife. When the thing realized that I knew, it started laughing harder and got out of bed and fled. Its limbs moved long. I chased it out into the hallway, but it was gone. Somehow, it evaporated or climbed into the vent ceiling. I ran downstairs. My wife was still in the lobby. I embraced her.